It's Crash and Burn 10, ladies and gentlemen. 10 years. Hey, how you been? I haven't seen you in 10 years. How many people are familiar with the format that we're doing here tonight at Acme Comedy? By applause. Applause, applause. Make some noise. Geez, last night it was like a funeral in here. there was a bunch of little woke kiddies. And yeah, I didn't hear a single laugh the entire day. All I heard was, think we should leave? So, for those of you who do not know, Crash and Burn, it's an experiment I started 10 years ago here on the Acme stage. What we do is I invite 3 other comics that I think are really funny and really, really creative, and I invite all 3 of them and myself to write 20 minutes apiece of material that's never been done on any comedy stage ever before. We straight out of the notebooks on Monday night, or I'm sorry, Tuesday night was straight out of the notebooks. We did pretty good, and then we did the same jokes last night, and we didn't. And I'm hoping, hope against hope that you guys are going to be that it's going to nail it home, because we've been writing all day. We got together, we wrote today. We want to, because we want to make sure that doesn't happen again, and especially tonight, because tonight there are people live streaming. So yeah, there are some people at home. And what we're going to do after the show, this is like an extra special treat, because we do writing sessions. We take notes of each other while they're on stage, and then we give each other the notes and what we think is funny, what we don't think is funny. And what we're going to do tonight after the show, you can stick around, and we're going to do that right here. So yeah, you can see the sausage being made right in front of your eyes. And if there's a joke if there's a joke you didn't like, we might even invite you to make comments. But we won't have a lot of room for comments because it's the 10-year anniversary. I invited every comic from the past 10 years to watch the show and take notes. And yeah, there's in the back from Crash and Burn 9, John DeBoer is right back there taking notes out. On the live stream, Andy Erickson, also from Crash and Burn 9, is going to be taking notes. Yeah, we're going to pull down the screen. We're going to see Andy. I don't know if she's the only one that's going to show up tonight, so it's going to be we might have some real extra special guests popping in to tell Slagle how much he sucks. So it's really fun. Yeah, we'll just take like a little break after the show to reset the stage and make sure that it's there, and let me know who's popped in. And we don't have a lot of time because we're supposed to be doing that at 9:30, and we're already a little late. So if you start the clock, we'll go right into what they didn't like last night. As I get older, I find that I hate having parties in my house anymore. The older I get, the more I hate it, because I don't like playing that game that we all play before we have a party. I like to call it, we don't live like this. You know what I'm talking about, where you run around the house and you try to impress people to deny that you're the hoarder that you really are, and just cram everything into cabinets. And here's the weird part, because I know we've all gone to a party at someone's house, and you look around and you go, well, you think they would have cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, that's us. And here's the sad part. We did. Yeah, you should have seen what it looked like before you got here. And I know people are that some people, I know that they're judgmental. I could hear the whispers. It's like, I think those Amazon boxes were there last 4th of July. Geez, how many cat turds do you think they picked out of the litter box to leave that many? Yeah. So actually, it sounds like I'm discouraging you from ever coming to any of my parties. Page 2. I don't know if I have a developmental problem or I'm just young at heart, but I was always too old for the toys that I really wanted when they came out. You know, I was a little too old for Hot Wheels. I got them anyway. Yeah. What the heck? But the one that I really wanted was the Schwinn lemon peeler. You guys don't remember the Schwinn lemon peeler? Oh my God, it had the banana seat and the butterfly handlebars and the sissy bar. And this one was really tricked out. It had shock absorbers and chrome fenders and a 5-speed stick shift right there. It had a drum brake, and if you hit it too hard, you realize why they didn't put the stick shift right there anymore. Yeah, that's how you know you're too old to have a lemon peeler, because if you're worried about your balls, you're no longer a kid. Page 3. I got stuck in Facebook jail. I didn't do anything. I know everyone in jail says that. All I did, I posted a picture of Steven Tyler without his shirt on. Have you guys seen that picture? Dude looks like a lady. Yeah. I realized after the show, the woke kids thought I was just making fun of them. They had no idea that was an actual song. Yeah. And I looked it up, and that song's older than any of the kids that were in the room. I'm the idiot. Because when it came out, it was like mocking. It was insulting because they're talking about an effeminate guy, like, dude, looks like a lady. And now he does. Yeah, that's what you call transphobic karma. It's no, that one's not going to work. The Facebook algorithm obviously isn't very good at distinguishing between a male nipple and a female nipple. I am. It's one of the most disturbing pictures I've ever seen. He's got the biggest grandpa teats you've ever seen. That's why I posted it. But Facebook put me in jail because they have a policy against posting pictures of naked women. That's how big them things are. And I wanted to see if it would do the same thing, but I couldn't find a naked picture of Megan Rapinoe. So. Well, you're laughing harder than you did last night at that one. So I'll take that as a go. And here's what really irritates me. Okay, Facebook is good enough that they can see the breasts on Steven Tyler and determine that could be a naked woman. But they can't tell that the half-naked woman who keeps sending me friend requests isn't spam. Or maybe it's a really good algorithm and they know what I look like. And said, this guy could use some hope. Hope Nagasaki. She's 26. And loves having fun and taking naked pictures of all her friends. Click here. Let me tell you, though, Facebook jail's a rough place. Did 20 hard days. You don't know what it's like once you're out of Facebook jail. Couldn't get back. Let me tell you, once you've been inside, you never look at a meme the same way again. Had to join up with the QAnon gang just to keep from getting poked. Yeah, getting poked's fun on the outside. You don't want to get poked in Facebook jail. It was either the QAnons or the anti-vaxxers. But, yeah, they're a little too crazy. I was worried. I didn't want anyone to find out that I was a nipple poster. Yeah, once you find out you're a nipple poster, you're in trouble. I gotta tell you that. Hard work, hard labor. They had me stamping out emojis 6 hours a day. Wanted to get a job in the fact laundry. That's what I thought of that one, too. Couple of my buddies escaped. They found this old tunnel that everyone forgot about that led directly to MySpace. Yeah, it was open about it for a week before some snitch turned them in. I shanked them. That's how I got my first tear emoji. I almost got stuck in Uber jail. I'm on Uber probation right now. Yeah. Here's what happened. Okay, I got off the plane and like I had like a garlic beef sandwich before I got on the plane. So the entire flight I'm smelling garlic. I'm inside the mask, and I can't take it anymore. And I get outside, and it's a real hot night. And I'm outside, and my Uber driver comes around, and I go, "Hey, would you mind if I don't wear a mask tonight?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And I go, "Oh, thank God." And I get in the back of the Uber, and I get to the hotel. Thank you very much. And I get up to my room, and I open my email, and there's an email from Uber. We've been told that you refuse to wear a mask tonight. If you again choose to ride with Uber, you must, before you call a car, take a picture of yourself wearing a mask and send it to us. Yeah, the fucker ratted me out. And here's what really pisses me off. I asked for permission. I have never felt more like Louis C.K. And I didn't get anything on him. Anyway. So early next morning, I came in the night before the show. It came in because I had radio at 7:30, so I had to leave at about 7 o'clock, and I called Lyft. Yeah, it's kind of nice that there's two, really, because if you do something bad with one, you can always go to number two, and it's kind of like being a kid with divorced parents. So I call Lyft, and I have a cup of coffee. I grab a cup of coffee at the hotel, and I take the coffee out to the car. And as soon as I open the door, he goes, "You cannot have that in my car." I go, "What?" He goes, No coffee in my car." He goes, "Pour it out." So I haven't had my coffee. I just got up and called the Lyft. I had to dump my first coffee of the morning on the ground, get into the car, and I'm sitting down, and I'm listening to his radio. It goes, "Hi, and welcome to NPR. Mask mandates across the country." Turn that shit off! If I can't have my coffee, you can't have your NPR. And he looked me back, and we go, "I don't want to hear that communist shit." And he goes, And I'm just getting madder and madder. I go, yeah, it's all communist bullshit, and I don't want to listen to it. And he's going, well, I don't hear the communism. I go, yeah, where are you from? He goes, well, I'm from Kenya. I go, well, yeah, well, you have communism there. That's what it is. They want the same bullshit here, and that's what the NPR supports that shit. And I can just feel the red hat growing on my head at this point. And he goes, no, you don't understand. Kenya is very peaceful and nice. I go, and poor because of the communism that they want to put fucking here. He goes, well, you have poor people too. I go, yeah, but they're fat. And he goes, I don't even know who you're talking about. He goes, I just listened to it because they play international news. Then I felt like an asshole. So the next day I had to call a taxi. Yeah, pretty soon I'll be in the back of the truck. Container taking Coyote limo. Okay. My nephews keep asking me dating advice because they know I have a great wife. And what I tell them all is the best way, if you want a really good woman, act gay. Yeah, no, not like, not like what they think gay is like, not like mincing around and doing that exaggerated Will and Grace, Gamus and Andy crap. It's a no. I just pretend like a gay guy that hasn't realized he's gay yet. What? Oh, you got one there. Yeah. No, that's fine. No, denial gays make the best boyfriends. They do because they dress nice. They smell nice. They love to go shopping. Yeah, that's because they now have the doll that their dad would never let them get on Christmas. And they know how to keep their hands to themselves. They're not interested in that. Anyway. 12%, they say now, 12% of high school boys identify as bisexual. Did you hear that? I don't know. I don't think they're really bisexual. I think they're hiding something. I think they're really just closeted straights. Yeah, they're not gay. They admit they were gay. Gay is so cool now that bisexuals pretend that they're gay. It's shameful to be straight. You get bullied. You get called names. You're not straight, are you? Straighty weighty. Straight bright. Hetero beatero's got some privilege. No, I'm not straight, man. That's icky. No, gross. I'm bisexual. Really? You want to do it? No. Not right now. I'm on my period. Okay, that would be a crash. Who said to do it? Because I was going to flip that one over. That was the one I was going to. No, I was going to flip that over. I said no. I don't think. Oh my God. I got to do this one. Joe Biden promised to bring America together. And I think he has. No, because for the first time this century, we elected a president we all agree is a boob. That's bipartisan cooperation. That hasn't happened since Jimmy Carter. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll apologize right away. I know it's offensive to say we elected a boob because a lot of you don't think he was really elected. And I'm not supposed to say that. Not supposed to say that the elections are rigged. It's a crime in every single country where the elections are rigged. No, Joe Biden was popular. He won by 3 million votes. He was so popular that millions of people voted for him twice. And a lot of them weren't dead. Okay, settle down. You know what? You people said the same thing, same exact thing about Hillary, okay? And let me tell you, Hillary should have been president. She's just as good as any man. I mean, come on, she's just as qualified, just as educated, just as corrupt. Robbed, I tell you, robbed. Did you see the picture of her last week that was in the news? I don't know what happened. Yeah, it looked like she got inducted into Hogwarts. She got this big brocade robe on, and it's being the end of it's being carried by this little girl that looks like Greta Thunberg dressed up for a Tea Party rally. Okay, 3 people saw the picture. It's I'm not, I don't want you to think that I'm in support what happened on January 6th in any fashion. I think those insurrectionists need to be punished. I think we need to punish them the same way we punished those radicals in the 60s with tenure at a major university. That'll teach them. This is going downhill quick. I mean, come on, look at Biden. No, I'm going through this one. Look at Biden. I mean, does he really look like he's there to you people? I don't even think he knows who the vice president is. He keeps referring to her as that Jamaican nurse that keeps stealing my Kleenex. He wants to take care of your kids. That's what his Build Back Better plan is. We're going to take care of Americans. I don't want him taking care of any kids. He doesn't even take care of his stripper grandkid. Seriously, you think Hunter's stripper kid gets invited to the Christmas parties at the White House? Think she gets a birthday card from Grandpa? She might get one of those 100-year birthday mass mailings, like with 100 crossed out and a 5 put in. But you guys know that he has a stripper grandkid, right? What? Who fucking cares? Well, I don't care if he's got it, but he should be fucking taking care of it. When he counts his grandchildren, he should count that grandchild. I mean, if he really cares about children. How do you know he doesn't? Because he's spending money of the grandchildren by raising the national debt. He is taking dollar bills out of the G-string she hasn't even bought yet. Oh, what am I saying with inflation? Oh, by the time she's working the brass pole, it's going to be $10 bills. At that point, dollar bills will be a fucking insult. It'll be like throwing nickels at a stripper right now. That's all for me. The light's on. How about that, huh? Next to the stage, we have really a great show. I think I put together a wonderful lineup here of all the comedians. This next guy, I met him in Chicago. He's what? Is what really? What did he say? Had a Klan rally. Is that where you saw him? This comic come to the stage. I met him in Chicago. He's originally from St. Louis. He's out in LA right now. You might have seen him. He's got the #1 watched dry bar comedy special on the internets right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really proud to have him here with us. Give it up for Andy Woodhull. Let him hear it.
Hey, thank you. Come on, everybody. much. Minneapolis! One more time for your uncle that you deleted from your Facebook, Tim Slagle. Woo! What a time to be alive. Here at Acme Comedy Club, beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know what I saw walking in? They got an escape room in this very building. You guys check out that escape room yet? That's where you got to go. You got to go escape. I thought I've been in it for a year and a half is what I thought. I don't know how anyone thinks it would be fun to be locked into a room for a while. I was locked into a room for 15 months, just walking around. Which candelabra do I pull to change the news so I can leave this apartment? That was the ultimate escape room, my apartment. For a year and a half, I couldn't leave. I finally found the secret code. I had to become a Republican. Now I can go out. Nothing bad's happening outside now. Well, here's the thing about me. I'm a step-parent, sort of. I'm not really a stepdad anymore because I got divorced, but I still identify as a stepdad. I identify as one. That's how I live my life, identifying as a stepdad. There's two girls out there I love. I just thought that I was going to be the closer. You know, I thought I was going to bring those girls to adulthood, and it turns out instead I was like a middle reliever. That's what I was. I was a middle reliever. They brought me in for the teen innings. Those are the tough ones. They need someone with a strong arm in the teen innings. That's when they start to seal. You got to be careful. Now there's a line to this one I'm forgetting. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, I just went camping with my new girl. I have a new girlfriend. I just went camping with her and my dog. We took a 3-day camping trip. It's very fun camping. And all three of us were different levels of excited for the camping trip. I was at like a 9 because I was pumped up. It was my idea. I like to camp, so I was excited. My girlfriend, I would say, was at like a 4 or 5. She didn't want to go camping, but she's fun. She's a good sport, but she didn't. If she had her choice, I think she would have chosen anything but camping is what she would have written down. If there was a survey of the things she wanted to do that weekend, there might not have been anything on it, but it would have said something inside would be her thing. And my dog was at like a 12. She barely knew what was going on. She had never been camping before, but I was trying to explain it to her. You know, she's like, Andy, what's camping? We're having a heart-to-heart about it. And I said, well, we go outside for starters. And she's like, oh, shit, outside? Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. Outside is involved in this excursion? Then I am in, my man. You know I love the outside. And for how long are we going to be staying outside? And I was like, well, like 3 days we're staying outside? Is this heaven? Is my life over? I'm just outside for 3 days? It's gonna be the greatest trip of my life. Where are we sleeping at? At least we go inside. Not even going inside to sleep. We're sleeping outside. This dog loves outside so much. If you're inside, you can't say outside around her. She loses her mind. She loves outside. So we got to the campsite. We're all very excited. My girlfriend, her biggest problem was she was worried she was gonna be cold. She was very worried about. She hates to be cold, and you hate to be cold too. Yeah, women all across the planet hate to be cold. It's the plague amongst the female sex that being cold is the worst thing that could ever happen. She's cold right now. Look at her shivering over here. Can we get this young lady a jacket or a blanket or something? Give that lady your jacket. What a gentleman we got here in the front row. We got a real. Just poor girl shivering. Listen, I'm selling sweatshirts after the show. We're camping. So she packed so much warm clothes that it was like she had read a Yelp review of the campground, and it said the bathrooms are clean, but we lose a few hundred people to the cold every year. So bundle up. She packed a lot of warm clothes. We packed all the blankets we had, and we got to the camp store, and we're getting ready to set up. And I went in the camp store because I wanted to make a fire that night, and I went in there to buy one of those fire starter logs. That's how I start fire. If anybody doesn't know how to start a fire, that's my tip. Get one of these fire starter logs. Here's step 1. You buy a fire starter log, and then step 2, you set it on fire, and then you got fire, man. You're fire. I was watching YouTube videos and stuff to learn to build a fire, and then I heard this hot tip that you could just buy a log that turns on fire real easy. So I asked the guy in there. I said, I got hip to this camping hack called a fire starter log. Do you guys have any in here? And they didn't. They didn't have any fire starter logs. They had a fire starting powder, which I'm not familiar with the powder, but I figure with enough training, I could probably learn the fire starter powder as well. With training, I mean reading the package and then following the directions to make the fire. I could do it if you give me enough time and access to the internet. And he said, no, we have the powder, but you don't even need it. Our firewood is so dry. All you got to do is grab your axe. And you can easily make some kindling from the firewood that we'll sell to you. And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just grab my axe. I'll grab that axe, It's right in the trunk of the car underneath our queen-size high loft inflatable mattress that we brought for this camping trip. It's right by that and the goose down duvet that we brought to sleep under so we don't get chilly at night. So he said all you have to do is grab your axe, and I heard all you have to do is go to Walmart and buy a fire log where they don't judge you at the checkout for your purchases. Like camping. All the meals weren't outside, though. We went on one meal in a restaurant. We were just sitting at this restaurant, and the Macarena came on the radio. When was the last time you just came across the Macarena in the wild? It doesn't happen very often anymore. There was a time where it was a radio smash hit, but now the Macarena stays where the Macarena belongs, at wedding receptions and high school dances and stuff. The Macarena's not out in the wild, but some maniac just played the Macarena at this restaurant. And then you could see the people looking around at the restaurant like, are we doing this? Is this a flash mob I've been training for my entire life? I thought it would be more complex choreography, but it turns out I have been training for this Macarena since middle school. Insane playing the Macarena. Are there any motorcycle fellas here, or ladies, motorcycle people? You drive a motorcycle yourself, so what kind of motorcycle you drive, can I ask? Nothing fancy. Well, Suzuki SVU sounds fancy to me. I don't know. I just ask because motorcycles are cool. And this next joke's about motorcycles. I thought it would be a good transition. Do you have cool motorcycle clothes that you wear? Yeah, absolutely you do. That's cool. When people on motorcycle, they got cool clothes. Other cars, they get cool, like cowboys get to drive trucks and stuff. I'm a sedan man myself. This is a sedan uniform. I got no-show socks on that comes with it. You go to the sedan store, get hooked up with some of these tapered pants and stuff, and these cozy sweaters, all available at the sedan store. I'm a sedan guy, but here's my beef with motorcycles. I hate when they go flying down when there's traffic and they go flying down the middle of the two. Do you do that? Yeah, I heard it's illegal here, but in California where I live, you can do it there. People are just flying down. It scares me because motorcycles are loud. I'm just in my sedan relaxing, and then I hear it, and it scares me every time. And then immediately after I'm scared, I become jealous of the thing that scared me, which is a weird dynamic, isn't it? Rarely in my life have I been frightened and then immediately scared of the thing that had frightened me. I mean, jealous of the way I said it didn't make sense for a joke. The way I said it just meant logically, yeah, it scared you, and then you were a synonym of scared afterwards, which is frightened. What I'm trying to say is I'm rarely jealous of something that scared me immediately after the scary thing took. Well, I don't know if this is going to work after this many mistakes, but in my life, I've never been like, oh, this Nightmare on Elm Street is a spooky movie. Like, Freddy Krueger really scared me, but he's got a pretty good life. It's cool. It's cool how he can jump around from dream to dream, isn't it? That'd be a cool power. I'm a little jealous of Freddy Krueger. He's got that one knife hand. That's probably cool if your friends ever want to do a charcuterie board or something. You can get those salamis cut up real fast. You're like, this is a hard salami, Freddy Krueger. I can handle it. These things are super sharp. just traveling around from dream to dream. I wouldn't be scaring people if I had that power, though. I'd just be hooking up with my friends in their dreams, seeing what they're up to. Just like jumping my buddy Zach's dream, like, oh man, what's going on here? We cannot tell your wife about most of this stuff. She would be pissed about what's going on in this dream. This is gonna stay between me and you, buddy. Me, you, and Freddie. Ah, he scared me again. God damn it. I'd jump into my dog's dream. Wow, just jump in there like big surprise. We're outside. I believe it. Big, real original. What are we getting, tennis balls out here or something? Have a more creative dream, Darwin. I do love charcuterie. I mentioned it. I love charcuterie boards, meat and cheese plate. Here's what happened to me one time. I went to this restaurant by myself and I ordered the charcuterie board. And I love the whole thing. I love the meats, the cheeses. I love the seasonal accoutrements. I love all of it. And I was there. I was pretty pumped up. It's the whole reason I went to the restaurant. And the guy said, that's for two, so you shouldn't get it. And I was like, yeah. And then I got something else. But he didn't know that I had been to that restaurant several other times. And less helpful waiters got better tips than he got because I got to eat the thing I wanted to eat. People are always shaming me at the checkout. Here's another thing I love, pumpkin spice. I'm a pumpkin spice boy. I love pumpkin spice so much. We have pumpkin spice friends over here. It's the season. It's the holiday season right now. The pumpkin spice season is on us. Upon us is what I wanted to say. The pumpkin spice, it's tough to say. Pumpkin spice. You know what? There's stuff out there that tastes like pumpkin, and I'm into it. Always around the beginning of September, I go out on foraging missions, seeing what pumpkin spice is blooming first. This year, it was the yogurts. The yogurts came first this year. I was like, ooh, the Fayes are good this season. So I get excited about pumpkin spice, and I was at a coffee shop just over here. I think it's called Fairgrounds. That's what it's called. You guys can check it out. This is an accurate joke that just happened this week, so you can tell how new and fresh it is. I went to this Fairgrounds place, and they had a dark chocolate pumpkin spice candy bar. Don't leave to go get it. They're available tomorrow. Dark chocolate pumpkins. It sounds delicious, doesn't it? You know, normally they put pumpkin spice with white chocolate, which sucks. White chocolate sucks. Even the pumpkin spice can't save the terrible white chocolate from being the worst kind of chocolate. So dark chocolate pumpkins. I'm excited. I get up to the checkout, and the lady says to me, I just want to warn you, those are $7. And I didn't want to buy a candy bar for $7, but I don't want this woman thinking I can't afford a $7 candy bar. So I had to play it off a whole. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll get a couple of them then, you know. I'm from California. It's nice to have these low Midwestern prices on candy. Load me. I'm going to take these camp and make s'mores with these things. I saw a billboard, and on the billboard, it said, retirement is right around the corner, and so am I. What a crazy billboard, don't you think? It was for a financial planner, and what I think he was trying to say was retirement is around the corner, and I'm around the corner also to help you with your financial plans for retirement. But that's not how the billboard reads, is it? Someone needed to proofread that billboard. That billboard reads, retirement's around the corner, and so am I. I'm going to get you. I never been out walking and someone was waiting for me around the corner and they're just like, I hope you brought your receipts. Let's go over the books. My shoes are recycled. Can you check that out? I got recycled shoes. I'm a hero doing the thing for the environment. I don't know how good you guys are of people, but I wear recycled shoes. They make these shoes from plastic bottles. No. In the description of the shoes, it says from humanely treated, all the wool is from humanely treated sheep. So enjoy your shoes where they just abuse the hell out of the sheep. The sheep that were used to make the wool in my shoes, they didn't even shear them all the way. They just give them cool haircuts. And then they sweep it up from the ground, and that's what they make the wool shoes from. But I was surprised that shoes made with recycled products cost more than shoes made with the regular products. They're made with there's garbage in these shoes. Why would they cost more? I should be able to send in a few ketchup bottles, get a discount on my next pair or something. You can really all right. I grew out my hair in the pandemic. I had never had long hair before, but I grew it out in the pandemic because you couldn't get haircuts. And then by the end of the pandemic, my girlfriend said, you should keep it long. It looks really hot. Yeah, and you're nodding your head. Thank you. I've never been hotter in my life. Thank you, coronavirus. I could have never done it without you. I think all the death was worth how good I look with my hair long. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I can't. Yeah, all right. She loved me before Corona. And you love me too? Oh, thank you. Oh, you're excited I'm here? That's sweet. I'm sorry that I'm doing all these new jokes. Maybe if you were my real fan, you'd probably be like, I like to see some of the ones that are good, actually. Like, that he did some work on. Oh, my candy wrappers with the kids. See, you gave a nice tease for everyone to look me up online because I'm forbidden from talking about it. It's a great joke about candy wrappers that none of you will ever know about. The only candy wrapper joke you were hearing about is a $7 pumpkin spice chocolate bar candy wrapper. So I grew out my hair, and I went home to visit my parents after I got the vaccine, and my mom and I have the same exact haircut, and I don't feel super good about it. It's because growing up, people would say to me, you look like your mom all the time. It's not a thing a little boy likes to hear. And then I went home this time, and her friends are coming over like, oh, you're kind of leaning into it now, aren't you? Does she have a beard? No, she doesn't have a beard. How dare you say that about my mother? So, but my girlfriend hasn't met my mom and dad. Isn't that weird? Because we have kind of a pandemic relationship. We got together during the pandemic, so she never met my family. I've never met her family. It's a weird thing, and she was asking about them because we're going to go there for the holidays. And she's like, what are your parents like? And I go, I know them so well. I don't even know where to start. I guess I can tell you one thing. You're going to think my mom's haircut is super hot. If you see me from behind, you better say my name before you hug me. All right. So here's a crazy thing. Well, when you stub your toe, it hurts, right? But it's the biggest ratio of pain to no one gives a shit about it that you can encounter in your life. It hurts so much to stub your toe, and no one can. When you stub your toe, no one sends you thoughts and prayers or anything like that. And that's the end of my time. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you had fun. We'll see you later. Good night. All right, I'm going to finish that stub your toe joke. I bailed on it because my time was up, and I didn't want to be rude to all you guys. Amazing comics coming up, but I also don't want to leave the stage awkwardly. So let's just get back in the vibe of I stubbed my toe. And everyone's wondering right now, Andy, how did you stub your toe? I'll tell you how I stubbed my toe. My girlfriend and I had just gone for a run, and I thought a fun thing that I could do as a boyfriend is hop in the shower with her. Soap her down. That's the kind of services you get when you're dating me. I wash your back, I get between the toes, and I do everything. So I was going to hop in the shower, but we had just exercised, so I wasn't looking my best, penis-wise. I wasn't looking my best. I could be bigger. So I was just in the hallway trying to present big. That's what I don't want to dance around it too much because I'm short on time, but I was rubbing my penis to make it bigger. So when I got in the shower, it wouldn't be humiliating. And I was out there, and I stubbed my toe real bad, and then I got in the shower, and the pain from my toe didn't help the penis situation. And I got in the shower, and she was like, "Your toe looks real big." Okay. Good night again.
Andy Wood, I'll let him hear it. Come on. Here's a little inside baseball about Crash and Burn over the 10 years. There have been more Andys on this show than anyone else. There's been 3 Tims, 2 Michaels, and actually one of the Andys from Crash and Burn 6 just joined. She's watching now from St. Louis, Missouri. Andy Smith is with us now. There you go. So this is going to be exciting because I wanted to do this last year and then the pandemic happened, but we got it now. We got 2 Andys up there, and you just saw the 3rd Andy. You're now going to see all 4 Andys tonight. How about that? Because the next one coming out, he's got an electronic notepad. Please give it up for Andy Hendrickson. Let him hear it.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, stop it. Seriously. No. I record this because the jokes are new. Hello. How are you? How about another hand for everybody so far? Hi, Andy. Hi, Andy. You're watching. So this is fun. Minneapolis, my first time here at this club. I'm excited to be here. This is my longest trip away since since the pandemic. Since 5 days. It's the longest I've been away. Yeah, it's I'm married, and so no, I mean it's great, but we got in a fight the day before I left, which is not good, right? Yeah, we don't really fight often, but we got in a big fight, got heated. She said some things. I said some things I regret. And then, I tried to apologize, and I figured out apologizing to my wife, it's kind of like logging into your bank account. You get 3 tries, and then you are locked out. That's what happens. Like, calm down. Oh, that didn't work. Calm down, all caps, exclamation point. No. Lowercase, calm down, question mark. You're locked out. You are locked out. You can't log back in for another 24 hours. Don't try and call customer service because they will not pick up. They're on the other line telling all their girlfriends how much of an asshole you are. But our anniversary is coming up. October 30th, 2 years we've been married. Not that long, 2 years. How about that? That's exciting. Yeah. It's good to get married the day before Halloween, I figured out, because there's always a reminder to let you know it's your anniversary. As soon as you start seeing fake spider webs on the bushes, you're like, oh, it's time to buy flowers, right? Sometimes it gets confusing. Like I saw in my neighborhood, I saw a zombie walking around. I live in LA. In late September, there's a zombie walking around. I'm like, oh shit, Halloween, time to get some flowers. And turns out it was just a heroin addict. But I was like, oh, I got ahead of myself there. So I don't know what we'll do to celebrate. We'll do something. But if everyone always celebrates the fun stuff in the relationships, the relationship milestones, when you first met, when you got engaged, when you get welcome back. I feel like I should start over, but no, but they celebrate the big milestone, like all the fun stuff. When you get your wedding day, that's a big one, but we never celebrate. You should really celebrate the things in your relationship that were the times that tried your relationship, the things that you got through that made you stronger, the things that made you vulnerable amongst, like the one time when my wife and I, we weren't married yet. We were like 6 months into a relationship. We went down to Mexico and we got a hold of a bad food cart. And that's right. And we had the 2 of us in one hotel with 1 bathroom. That will test your relationship right there. Let me tell you something. That's when you know you're in love. I had to step up and be a gentleman. I was like, look, we got you take the bathroom. I got the balcony. It's good. I hope the pool's not open. It's going to be trouble for people. Okay, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're going to go back to celebrate. Maybe that's what I think. Maybe we'll go back to celebrate that anniversary. We'll go back to the same place. We'll go back to the same part of Mexico. We'll go to the same food cart, same hotel, 2 rooms. 2 rooms on that. 2 rooms. So I run a little anxious. I don't know if you can, probably can't tell, but I'm kind of in my day-to-day life, kind of an anxious person. People are more open to talking about their anxieties today. I struggle with it. I get jealous of my friends that don't get anxious. Everyone's got that one friend who's just so that nothing affects them. You know, those assholes, you know, they're like, they lost their job. Their girlfriend dumped them. They're broke. They're like, it's all going to work out, man. I'm fine. It's cool, dude. You just got to. My buddy's like that. He's very zen. Nothing affects him. And I was, complaining to him about some stuff that I was worried about. He's like, dude, you got to use relaxation techniques. That's what I do. I like to count from 10 backward, do some breathing. The key is, he's like, you got to be in the moment. Okay, you got to practice that, being in the moment. Being in the moment. Let's try it right now. Take some breaths. Be in the moment. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm in the moment. And right in this moment, I'm concerned about all the upcoming moments. That's what's happening in this moment right now. I'm concerned about the moments going forward. And then actually now I'm starting to think about a lot of the moments that happened before, way back, and those are popping into my head. And now I'm worried about those moments and the moments. And now guess what? I just jumped out of that moment. I'm in the next moment, and I'm worried. I'm concerned because in that last moment that I couldn't be in the moment. All the moments are going very fast. It's why they call it momentum. That's what it is. Okay. You can tell when I finish joke, I'm like, okay, that's that one. That one's done. That one needs work. I tried to use an app to help me with my anxiety. The Calm app. Has anyone? Yeah. Oh, wow. Some big fans. I got tricked into the Calm app. I don't know. They must have heard me talking. You know how the phones listen, and then all of a sudden it popped up on my Instagram. Try the Calm app for 1 month free, no subscription. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try this, and then I forgot about it, and then a month later, I get a notification that I've been charged for $79.99 for a 1-year subscription. I'm like, well, now the Calm app has made me very angry. I'm very angry at the Calm app. The Calm app is not doing it's doing the opposite of its job. I'm like, I might as well keep this thing going. I just paid for a year, right? So I get now, anytime I get an email from them or a notification, I get triggered. By the Calm app. I'm like, I'm very, very irritated right now, Calm app. I wish I had something that would calm me down. I'm gonna try the Calm app. That'll, okay. I don't like. I triggered. Yeah, that's the word everyone likes to use these days. I have a bit of social anxiety too. I don't know where it came from. I think I used to enjoy going out. As you get older, you're like, you know what I mean? Just, I like being at home, As soon as I go to any kind of thing, right, I go to stuff. I'll get showered and get in the car and do all the stuff. And then as soon as I get there, I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's leave. As soon as I get there, I'm like, how fast can I leave? I avoid invites to social stuff, like the guy dodging bullets on The Matrix, right? Like, you want to go to a party on Saturday? I'm out of town. Hey, we're going to have couples dinner. Guy got COVID. Do you want to watch the finale to The Bachelor? No, I'm doing suicide later. I'm going to kill myself. I can't watch the Bachelor finale. That's a good joke. I should stretch before I do that one. I try and distract myself. I'm 50 years old. I play video games on my phone to distract myself. That's calming for me because I don't think about anything else. And I was visiting with my family. My brother, who's kind of an overachiever in the family, saw me. He's like, "Are you playing video games on your phone?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're 50. Don't you think it's a little old to be playing video games on your phone?" I was like, "I don't know. I like it." And he's like, "Well, I think if you have to put on reader glasses to play video games on the phone, you probably shouldn't be playing video games on the phone." I was like, so I got the big phone now. I have the big phone. I got the plus. Yeah, I come from my family's like Navy, all military. My dad, all my brothers, everything. Yeah, and they're disciplined guys. I caught shit my whole life because I like to sleep. I'm a huge. I love it. It's great. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, you feel me? I said, you feel me? I don't know why I said that. I love it. I love sleep because you know why? Because it's less awake time. That's why I like it. That's how I look at it. Less awake time. I can nap. I'm a professional napper. Man. If napping was a sport, I would have got a scholarship to college for sure. I'm good at it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 hours. I can take them all the time. And then anyway, my brothers, I always tell them, you guys don't get enough sleep. You should take a nap. And then I read, now they have science out. They've done clinical studies that say sleeping and taking naps is much better for your health and for your well-being. And I was like, see, fuck you guys. I'm not lazy. I was never lazy. I'm a scientist. But they're the kind of guys, we all have the friends like that. We're like, it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I get up at 6 a.m. That's what I do. It's just I can't. That's people annoying me. I just no matter what. When you take a nap, don't have time for that. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm like, well, you're gonna die soon, so you should consider more naps. So she snorted. Like I said, I live in Los Angeles. Our big grocery store is Ralph's. You guys are like, what, Kowalski's? Is that the big one I heard? I was asking. I don't know. What's the one here? Cub. Okay. Do they have sushi at Cub? Oh, they do. Okay, yeah. I always feel so bad for those guys that make the sushi at the grocery store. Like, I don't feel like that's where they thought they would end up when they went to sushi school, right? Because the sushi thing's kind of a cool thing. It's like a high profile, I'm a sushi chef. And then you end up, it's like you just barely passed sushi school. And they're like, well, we can place you at the Cub if you want. It's got to feel bad. They make documentaries about sushi chefs. They don't make they work at the deli counter. They don't make documentaries about the guy next to him slicing ham. There's not a slicing ham doctor. You scooping the potatoes and you're making the sushi art right next to the potato scooper ham slice guy. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like that's the minor leagues of sushi world, right? They're just waiting to get called up, right? Like, oh man, Chef Tanaka over at Sugarfish just served some bad blowfish. Guess what? You're getting called up, buddy. It's your opportunity. We've been scouting you for a while, and it's your big shot. Unfortunately, you're going down to another league. We're going to do gas station sushi for you. So, what's wrong with that? Where did that one come from? I don't. What's the rules not tight enough? Yeah. You guys are going to, by the way, you're going to help with our jokes after this. So I want to know why that gas station sushi, why everyone was like, oh, you were triggered by the gas station sushi. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. All right. Let's see how we're doing on time here. That's very professional. Oh, we got too much time left. Society, huh? We're kind of, it's crumbling a little bit. It's crumbling. It's crumbling. You ever go on TikTok? You can watch society crumble in real time on TikTok. That's what we see. You get on social media, you see people attacking each other. It's crazy, you know, where people aren't kind to each other. They don't treat each other respectfully like they used to. That's why I think we should use a new policy. We take some of that 3.5 trillion that they just put into the budget. We pump it into a new program. It's called Tase a Day. Everybody gets a tase. Everybody gets one tase that they can use per day on whomever they want to tase. Yes. Right? That'll keep some people in line. Because you never know if someone's used their tase or do they have a tase left. Right? At midnight, it's over. You get one per day. It doesn't roll over. You can't add the tases. It's not cell phone minutes. You just have to get one per day. But that means, right, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you're like, that asshole, I'm going to, like, wait, he might have a tase. And then he'll be like, oh, you might have a tase. And then you're like, oh, shit. But then maybe there's two of you, and you're like, Mom, get out of the car. Bring your tase. Let's get him. Let's get him. He can't get us both, Mom. Mom, you tase him. I'll take his tase, and I'll tase him with his tase, and then will be 3 tases. That one's got promise. The tase. There's something very primal in that where every one of you is like, yeah, I could picture myself doing that. I would love to tase some fucking. My mom would never tase. She's too sweet. My mom's a very sweet lady. She's retired, lives down in San Diego, 79, works at a animal rescue place. She just volunteers. Yeah, she goes in. This is what she does. 3 times a week, she goes in and pets kitties. That's it. How sweet. She loves it. I'm going to go pet the kitties today. I'm like, okay, good. But my mom's almost too nice and sweet for her own good. She gets attached to things emotionally. Appliances, that's not healthy. She gets attached to appliances. I called her up the other day, and I was like, hey, Mom, how's it going? She's like, well, I'm a little sad. I'm like, why? She goes, well, we have to get rid of the old washer. It's conking out. I'm like, well, it's okay. It's a washer. She goes, yeah, but that was a really good washer. I like that washer. I used to wash your school clothes in there. The dog's blankets, all the dog's blankets I used to wash in there. Remember when we spilled the wine at Christmas and then you and your brother, I washed the wine in there. It's sad. I don't want to, it was a good machine. They're taking it tomorrow. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. She goes, yeah, well, I went in there. I did my last load yesterday and I put in the Tide Lavender. That's the favorite one that I like. And I tapped it and I said, this is our last wash together. It's like, don't worry, Mom. It's going to go to a good place. They're going to take that washer and put it where, they'll repair it and it'll live somewhere with some other washers out on a farm somewhere. I don't know where the washers go, but it'll be fine. The week after that, I talked to her. I said, well, how'd it go? She goes, well, they came, the guys from Lowe's, and they took it, but I think they think I'm a little nutsy, I think. And I'm like, why? She goes, because I said goodbye to it. I tapped it, and I said, goodbye, you're a good washer. She's the type of person. I'm surprised she doesn't have a scrapbook of all her old appliances, like, this is the microwave. Remember that microwave? That was the first microwave when we used to live in that old house. This is the toaster. You remember this toaster was we used to make breakfast with that toaster. Hey, can you come down next week? We're going to do a funeral for the blender. So, all right, there's something there. Okay. Check the time again because, we're running. This happened on an airplane pre-pandemic. This is before the pandemic. I fly Delta a lot, and I have the Delta Platinum status, and I often get upgraded to Delta comfort seats. And I was getting on a plane. I was tired, and there was a lady sitting next to the empty seat that I was supposed to sit in, and she looks up at me. I could tell right away she wanted something. She's like, "Excuse me, sir," and I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Listen, I was wondering if you could do me a huge favor, us a favor. My husband, he's in the back. back there and coach, and I would just love it if he could sit up here with me. And is there any way you could, switch seats with him? And in my mind, I'm like, wait, this is a comfort seat, extra leg room, all the drinks. And she's like, we'll buy you a drink or something. And I'm like, nah, I don't know. And then people are lining up behind me, and she just appealed to my kindness. She could tell I was a sucker. She's like, just come on, please, it would mean so much. And I was like, oh, all right. So I gave up my good seat to go back and to coach for her husband. So yeah, that's not why I was telling you the story, but sure, thanks. I feel more like an idiot, really, if I think about it. But so she waves at her husband, and he's like, and he gets up, and he walks past me. As I'm walking past him, he goes, "Thanks a lot, buddy." Which could be interpreted one of ways, like "thanks a lot," or like you just fucked me, pal. I had 3 hours to myself. Thanks a lot, buddy. I have to go. We're doing shorter sets. I got to wrap it up. But thank you guys so much. You were a lot of fun.
Andy Hendrickson, let him hear it. Come on. The fourth Andy. I made a mistake. Actually, Andy Smith was on Crash and Burn 4, not Crash and Burn 6. So, I know you don't care. It means a lot to me, though, and I think it means a lot to her. So I looked on the wall because we signed it. But anyway. This next act coming up. I've enjoyed working with her all week. It's a friend of mine, said you got to check out her stuff online, and I did, and I went, oh man, I want her on Crash and Burn, and she did it, and I'm so excited, and I hope you enjoy her as much as I do. She's been ripping it up all week. Please, a warm welcome for the comedy of Adrienne Appalucci. Let her hear it. Come on.
Thanks, guys. I am the woman spot. That's what Tim said. He's like, we have to have one woman, otherwise they'll get angry emails that we're sexist. So here you go. When I was flying here from New York, I was sitting near this lady on the flight, and the pilot started talking and telling us how we were gonna be getting delayed. And the woman turns to me and she's like, what kind of English is this? I can only understand half of what he's saying. And I thought that was funny because she was Asian and I only understood half of what she was saying. It's just so refreshing, where she could just be openly racist to my face. I think we're making progress. People can't be comfortable and talk like that anymore, but I enjoyed it. I don't know. When I was right before the flight, though, like 2 days before, I went to the CVS just to pick up some trial size stuff. And the lady behind the counter was like, oh, are you going on vacation? I was like, oh, no, I only have a week to live. So I really don't want to leave anything behind. My family doesn't deserve it. I don't know. My best friend moved to Texas, and it's weird because I was upset at first, and 6 months later, I kind of forgot all about her. I didn't even miss her. I was like, that's what people who are terminally ill should do. They should just move away first so you don't care about them anymore. When they're like, oh, I'm dying, they're like, oh, you've been dead to me for years. I tried to do something nice for my friend. My friend was complaining about having money issues, so I gave her $200, thinking she would spend it on, something for the house. And then she told me she got the DNA of her shelter dog. I know. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 100% nobody wanted it. Why would you do that? I don't know. I got a new dog during the pandemic. People ask me if she's a rescue. I'm like, well, I drove all the way down to Georgia, so I rescued her from there. Paid a lot of money, though. Yeah, I paid for her just because I wanted a cute dog. And when my shelter dog friend found that out, she's like, well, all dogs are beautiful. And I was like, well, that's something that's what an ugly dog would say. I don't know. I actually got a second dog because my first dog is going blind. So it's kind of just like her little helper. I know. I was worried to get a second dog, though, just because my first dog is a shit eater. And I know there's no easy way of telling that to people. It's like admitting that you have a child that's a pedophile. Where you're like, I want to love you, but I can't. Because you're ruining my life. At one point, we were counting days like she was in AA. How many days she had clean. She just kept fucking relapsing. We're like, oh God. I don't know. Having a puppy's a lot of work, though. I remember at like 5 o'clock in the morning, my dog peed on the bed, and I didn't have a washer and dryer, so I had to like drive in the Bronx to a fucking laundromat. And I was like so upset. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of this dog. Like, I love her, but just too much work. And I was like already thinking about who I was gonna try and like give her to. And then I was like, I can't give her away. I love her too much. And I was like, oh, I should probably call my biological father and ask him how he got rid of me. He seemed to do it and never look back. No regrets. I don't know. I've been enjoying the pandemic. I don't know. It's been pretty cool. I do like when you're not wearing a mask. People will just cross the street, which I think is pretty nice. Yeah. And look, I know a lot of black guys complain about people crossing the street, but I think that's one of the cool things. All the other complaints seem reasonable, but that one's actually pretty good. Get the street all to yourself. It's like you're a king. Only the black people are laughing. Because all the white people have a lot of white guilt because their families had a lot of slaves. Guys. So I waited 6 minutes before I did it. I don't know. I make a lot of decisions just based in spite. Even if it's against my own interests. Like, I hate my sister. And I knew she was going over my mom's house, and it's like a 20-minute drive. So I just showed up just to piss my sister off, even though I missed doing something I had to do. Just to see her be so upset that I was there. It warmed my heart. I make a lot of decisions, like right around the time when we were like voting for the next president. I was walking my dog, and this lady drove by, and she was like, hey, pick up your dog poop. And my dog just peed, and it made me so angry. And she had a Biden bumper sticker on the car, and I was like, well, I'm voting for Trump now. Gotta blame that lady. Obviously that's a joke. I didn't vote. I don't actually care. I don't know. I am upset that gas is so expensive, so I would be kind of okay with Trump coming back. Feels like it would be worth bombing everywhere just for my gas to be lower. I think we all feel the same way. I don't know. I hate change. I feel like I'm one of those people, even if I was like kidnapped, as soon as I knew it was getting released, I'd be a little sad, you know, just because I'd be so used to the schedule and routine. I just really like it. I think too, I would also talk to the guy and be like, hey, I just want to let you know, this is a terrible Airbnb. When I get out of here, I'm leaving you a terrible Yelp review. I hope we would get to the point, though, where I stopped trying to get him to let me free, where I just started having conversations with him. I'm like, hey, that third step squeaks every time you walk down it. It's kind of annoying to me. Do you think there's any way you could fix it on your days off? You know, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. R. Kelly's in the news again. He's always in the news. What's cool about that is like R. Kelly's illiterate and he can't read. So I would just love to be like his cellmate and just read him his letters. So I could just make up whatever I want. Be like, okay, hey R, I'm sorry you're locked up. They let me out. Cosby. Oh boy. I don't know. Maybe one from his mom. She's like, hey, sorry, I should have hugged you more as a kid. I'm just kidding. I'm glad I didn't. I don't know. It's still good music, though. It is great. See if I get him to work on another album in there. He had that one album where it was like 100 different versions of him in the closet. Yeah, the black lady's like this. You guys have no idea. I don't know. Maybe gays come out of the closet because pedophiles are in there too. They're like, oh, fuck, we got to get the fuck out of here. I don't know. I think I'm pretty progressive, though. Like, if my boyfriend wanted me to peg him, I would. Do you guys know what pegging is? It's like, okay, putting a strap-on on and then fucking your boyfriend. I would do it, but like anytime he couldn't do something like around the house, I would just be like, this fucking faggot. Like, I guess I'm just gonna hang these shelves myself. Go dig my own car out in the snow. You stay here, pretty. My pretty princess. I don't know. Thank you guys for not clamming up. I know the word faggot is offensive. I mean, it's so friendly, though. I don't know. I was talking to my boyfriend's dad, who's from Philly. So he's like, you know, kind of an old dude who's like set in his ways. And he has a gay neighbor. And this gay neighbor's just like very nice to him. He gave him a Christmas card and just to like fuck him. And I go, what would you do if he was like trying to blow you? He goes, I would just punch him in the face. I was like, that is the meanest thing to do to somebody who's doing the nicest thing for you. That is not how you repay somebody. You get them an edible arrangements. Also, you could have just stopped when it started taking your pants down. You know, you could have just said that. You didn't have to let them blow you. That was also an option, but you didn't pick that. I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave that one maybe to the end. I don't know. I was watching a documentary about 9/11, and they were interviewing people who had called in sick to work that day. And I was like, man, that's like the greatest excuse for being lazy. Like anytime I have to do something I don't want to do, I'm like, maybe I'm saving my own life. I don't know. Maybe someone's going to bomb my mom's house. She could be on a watch list. She is part Jewish. I don't know. I was also watching another documentary about split personality disorder. It's weird because it only seems like they diagnose people who are doing awful stuff, like murdering people. Like it's never like, hey, we found out this guy has multiple personality because he's just showing up to do charity work. 7 different people. Every day just wants to be here, you know. So giving. I don't know. My friend was bragging about having sex for 4 hours. And yeah, that's a no, right? That's like a lot of cardio. I was like, no one's having sex for 4 hours. Who's saying that? That's such a made up number. The only person I know that has sex for 4 hours is my 72-year-old friend. Yeah, her and her boyfriend, they fall asleep during sex and wake back up and go back into it. Other than that, I don't know anyone that's fooling around. I just picture you rolling on the bed for 4 hours. I don't know. I do feel like we're getting really like woke as a culture. Like it's gonna start like sex workers are gonna start being like offended if dudes don't call them the next day. Like, oh, why didn't he call me? Be like, dudes, it'd just be like another thing where they're like, fucking dudes suck. I don't know. Do you think we're gonna get to the point though where people are gonna say like pedophiles are brave for coming out? Just like rebrand them, you know, as like kid lovers. I know you're really upset about that joke. You got 3 kids? I don't know. Are you guys fucking them? No. No, yeah. So then I would think it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. If it's not an issue, yeah. Thank you for recognizing that was a good point. What else? I don't know. I think about all the money that we spent in Afghanistan and like what we could have used like that money for in the United States for. Like we probably could have ended homelessness and had like student loan forgiveness and given Black people reparations. Yeah, Black people, they're lying to you. There's tons of land in like the the middle of the country. I know you probably don't want to live there, but there's tons of acres. I think you should try and get them. That's what I'm saying. I like to do my own form of reparations for Black people. Anytime I'm in a store and there's a long line, I just let a Black person cut me off. I'm like, you're welcome. I know that's not what you were promised. But you know, it's a start. I don't know. We wasted so much money there in Afghanistan. We probably could have like funded everyone's GoFundMe here. All of us could have like new cars. I feel like America's going to go broke at some point. We're going to have our own GoFundMe. I wonder which like countries would donate. Like I feel like Cuba would just like check in just to see how many people donated, but they probably wouldn't leave us anything. Maybe Russia. They might give us some money and then the day before just cancel their checking account. Are we friends with anyone? I think Israel, but they're not going to give us money. Ooh, Canada. They're not doing that well. There you go. Your wife went like this. You guys don't agree on much. No. Yeah. How long have you guys been married for? Oh, she was gonna say 13, I think. You guys did. You guys didn't even agree on that. Jesus, man. Yeah, I just have a boyfriend. I need someone to take care of my dogs. You know, when I'm on the road, I just keep getting new boyfriends. That's what you do. I don't know. I have 30 seconds left. I guess if you wanna, I figured this out. If you want to avoid a guy leaking a sex tape, just make sure he has a small dick. Like only fuck dudes with tiny dicks, and you're pretty much guaranteed it will never go on the internet. I don't know. I think society does force women to be insecure, though. Like I was thinking, you know, God forbid I got raped, the whole time I'd be like, I hope this guy doesn't call me fat. Oh, that was a good one. Nah, it's a joke. Jesus Christ. You guys survived a whole global pandemic so you could just come to a comedy show and moan at jokes. Good for you. All right, I got to get out of here, guys. Thanks so much for coming out. You've been a lot of fun.
Adrian Appalucci, let her hear it. Come on. What? Yeah. Oh no, you can go. You can get out. Yep. Adrian Appalucci, ladies and gentlemen. What she was asking about is what we're going to do now. That's the show for tonight. Did you guys have fun? Good. I'm glad you like it. Please, if you enjoyed it, go to Facebook, Crash and Burn Live, a live comedy writing experiment. I'll like it on there. We'll let you know when Crash and Burn 11 is going to happen. Because I mean, if you guys enjoyed it this much, we're going to fucking do it next year. Hell or high water. Fuck the woke nicks from last night. That's what I say. Let's see. What we're going to do now. That's the show. If you haven't paid your tab, please do so. And then we're going to reset the stage, pull down the screen. It's probably going to take, we hope to do it in about 5 minutes, but we hope to be done with this about 10 minutes ago. So who knows what's going to happen. And then we'll have the session. If you guys got comments about the show, you can make it. We got some people have been commenting online. That's going to be interesting. And I think that's everything. So yeah, if you want to participate in the writing session, it's a lot of fun. Please stick around. The bar will be open. That's the most important thing. And if you're leaving, drive home safe. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Good night, everybody.
So like 4 across the street. So we can't. What if someone's in here, but we can't have them go across? I have no idea how that's so not right here. I don't know. No. How many chairs are there? How many chairs?
An empty pill bottle. Not fully empty. Sounds like
next time.
I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I ain't the ones that you see. Can't you see what I mean? Jump, jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Oh, hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been? You say you don't know, you won't know until you begin. So can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Get it and jump. Go ahead and jump. 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 Jump.
Hello, hello. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Hello. Cool. You good, Eric? Hello. Next microphone. Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Okay, don't. I'm trying to concentrate, guys. What's that? I can't. Can you tell? Keep going. Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check. That's why I keep talking. Check. Hello. What's up? Yeah. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Just like Laura, Carrie. Yeah, this video is the one. You can tell. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. It's obviously a favorite routine of mine, right?
Well, yeah, it's not like I have some so funny.
I literally go last this year, like marketing classes, I don't want to
Technical. Hello, there it is. Words. Check, check, check. Hello. It's not unusual to be loved. No. Tom Jones.
see the Carlton dance.
Nah, yeah.
Are you guys doing my bits?
Check, check, check.
I'm getting over the most awkward way. I thought Tim should be in the middle.
You can keep crawling.
Okay. I'll pick the middle. Do you think? I mean, it's your show.
Wait, who else is coming up?
John DeBoer was supposed to come up, but I think he left.
He left? What are we never going to get his notes?
Check, check.
Hey. I brought up stickers. Everybody can have a sticker of mine if you want. Make sure you get them. Just do one. You know, everyone gets one, but this fucking guy right here, he doesn't get one.
Has anyone seen John DeBoer? Is he gone? Did he leave? He was taking notes and everything. Oh, get him out here. We got a chair for him and a mic. Good up here, ladies and gentlemen, from Crash and Burn 9, John DeBoer coming to the stage.
Oh, what's that? Why is that happening?
The mics are all too close, maybe?
Too close? We are sitting really close.
Yeah, we are. This is
I love it.
This is closer than we've been all week.
COVID.
Is okay. Do we have our any special guests? Did anyone stick through it, or did we lose them all?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. We had a meltdown. So I didn't take a lot of notes. We had a meltdown, and everyone got bumped, I think. So,
off Zoom.
Yeah, I think some of them are still watching on YouTube, and they're leaving comments which they. We got people. Who we got? No. How many celebrities do we have on?
Whoa.
Hey, no.
Andy Erickson is still online.
I feel special until now.
Is that it? Michael Palisak is here.
Good old Mike.
Oh, and okay. You're not even paying attention. I just announced 3 celebrities, and you guys could care less. Okay. Do we want to? Do you want to do this how we normally do this? You guys want to see how we normally do this? What we do is that we all take notes and we do it in order. So I am, since I was first up, I am the first one to
Get notes.
get the notes.
Wait, wouldn't we just ask people watching in the audience.
Do you want to just do that, or usually we do a round like this, or do we want to do just the celebrities and then the audience? Do you want to do that?
I like that.
Okay, John, go ahead.
People waiting.
Okay, yeah, John DeBoer.
All right. And what do we decide we're doing?
Just what do you think? What
Just-
notes?
Okay.
Get rid of that screech.
Go for it, John.
Okay. All right.
Check.
Thank
I lost
you.
my, okay.
Thank you. All right. For the okay. What I can't even understand my own writing. So I don't know what the So what the hell? And then like I'll let's see. What did I have? Because I can't remember the whole joke. I'll write down.
I can help you. Is it for Tim or you got Tim?
All right, so we got the first. Oh yeah, Tim started it, right? Oh, I skipped pages. That's why. Okay, is that
This mic?
all right?
Page 1.
Page 1. All right.
It's-
All right. So I'll use. Now that one's on and this one's on. Okay. Check 1. Check. Okay. All right.
What?
Oh, we all
I was going to
unplugged it, so
recommend
don't
2 large fries,
Oh.
a cheeseburger. Okay. So first one for Tim. Let's see here. You're talking about the party, being a hoarder. The boxes in the basement, right? Or the
No, they're actually in the living room.
in the living room, right? And I was going to say next year we're thinking of having the party in the basement so we can clean that.
Good.
Actually, when you were talking about the lemon peeler, I didn't recognize the term, but I had that bike.
Asshole.
I did have the bike.
I hate you.
Although today I think the correct term for is lemon zester.
That's good, yeah.
How much younger? You're like 12 years younger than me. Is that right?
30.
See what I mean about developmentally disabled? I wanted a bike that 30 that kids were driving. Keep going. We got a lot of stuff to get through.
Okay, and let's see. All I can think for Facebook jail is I don't know. Just I don't even have the joke on it. Just but how do you have like a virtual bunkie? All right.
Oh, okay.
And
Virtual
you know what a
cellmate?
bunkie is? Some of you.
I thought it was cellmate, but
Yeah. That's
Okay.
basically
Sally.
If you've been there, we call them bunkies or sellies.
Well, we've narrowed down that crowd.
Yeah.
Very targeted joke.
And let's see what for the Uber thing, and they made you. This would be, I guess, a callback to the Steven Tyler thing, but with the Uber. So you had to send them a picture with you in a mask, but you also made sure to include your nipples.
How about that?
Because they're there. And so okay. So then, am I doing the next set of notes, or
Yeah,
moving
just-
on to the next person?
Or do you want to put somebody up here from here since John's already here? He'll hang here all night. I know that. Do we want to put someone up? One of the celebrity guests? Okay. Can we stick someone up? Who are we sticking up?
Should I move my head so I don't get confused?
No.
with them?
Oh, they should come up there so we can see who it is. We'll be on the screen. Can you guys see the screen from there? Here.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
This way.
Can Michael go
That's
next?
way.
There you go.
Should I move my
Is
head?
that Andy?
There we go.
There she
Oh, here's it. We
is.
got an Andy. I see another Andy.
Hold on. Hey, let's do one of those morph things and see what our baby would look like.
Can you guys hear me?
Can't hear her.
We
Can
can't
you
hear.
guys
No.
Hello?
She's charming. You can give another note while they figure that out. John?
Andy's in YouTube jail. That's all the notes I had for Tim.
Yeah, move on while they fix Andy.
Okay. All right. And I don't think there's anything wrong with Andy.
Which one of us are you talking about?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, thank God. I can say anything about Andy right now, can't I? Andy's a dick.
No, it's not me. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, I knew it was me.
Who was
actually.
Andy again? Was that Andy Kaufman's alter
Brandon.
ego? Andy? Remember Andy? Taxi?
Keep going.
Ah, that's right. You're a lot older than me.
That was Andy.
No,
Mike-
I'm
Mikey's
just
worse.
no, that's not Andy. You know what I'm talking about? Andy, the serial killer. All right, never mind. Let's see. Andy Woodhall. Let's see. He was talking, and I don't. You're talking about the escape room, and why I wrote down for the line, and that's again I am forgetting how the whole joke went, but the line I wrote down.
Oh, are you there?
All right.
Oh my gosh, it's me.
Hey, Andy Erickson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, can Michael Palisek go next? Because he has a baby and I don't have any kids.
Yeah. This didn't take a long time. Get Michael up there.
What? None of you have anything going on. This is fine.
So how did he switch to Michael?
Yeah, can you switch to Mike? He's got a baby.
Yeah, and he has like a job and stuff. I don't have any of that.
There we go.
With this baby.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, what was
Thanks
your
for making me feel bad?
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Jack, you say hi? No.
Aw.
Jack, do you have any notes on my set?
Yeah, Jack's got a lot of notes. I got a couple. Tim, I'll just jump into it. When you say Uber probation officer,
Uh-huh.
you could say, or you're an Uber probation, you could say you have to check in with your probation officer. She's actually an Etsy jeweler. Because Uber people have other jobs. Okay. Andy Woodall, you say that your dog loves when you say outside. It's either because he really loves the outside or he's really afraid you're going to give him COVID.
He's a smart dog.
Outside is safer, you know? If your apartment was Pee-wee's Playhouse, outside would always be the word of the day. All right, Jack, two more. Andy Hendrickson, you got married before Halloween, which is great because if you get cold feet, you can just dress up as a groomsman.
All right.
You know, believe that thing. And then, who had something about riding a horse? Nothing fancy, right? Oh no, that was yeah. And then Adrian, is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
When you talk about getting a second dog and your first dog is blind, I feel like that's like getting a blind person a Roomba because like you're just gonna have something running around that's moving all the time. All right, these are my things. We gotta go take a bath. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Michael
buddy.
Palisek, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Come on.
That's a trooper with the kid and sticking through that. Good for you, Michael.
That's Andy Erickson. You ready to go? Or
I'm so excited. And so this isn't, I can say things and it's not going to be forever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So this stays between us because I don't normally talk about nipples.
What are you talking about?
I just talk about the area around the nipple, but not the nipple. Of course, I'm talking about you, Slagle. Who else did nipple jokes?
My sweater's thin. Maybe you saw him.
Okay, so Tim said he can distinguish between nipples, which I thought was really funny. And I thought you could add like mostly based on taste.
Good
but
one.
like say it like you. Or yeah. Okay. Andy Woodhall, you talked a lot about like I just have some buzzwords for you. Like the great indoors or the phrase indoorsy And then you talked about escape rooms, and I love that your girlfriend didn't like camping, and I thought you could call camping, instead of it being like an escape room, it sounded like it was like an escape field.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that
Here's the grandpa reference on that one. It's an escape
Yeah.
field like North by Northwest.
Yep. Sure was. Grandpa
So if you ever do a
reference.
senior citizen home, put that one in there.
okay, and then for the billboard, so like, which is hilarious, just around the retirement's just around the corner, and you could say, and I'm right behind you. And
The next
gosh,
billboard.
check the chat, because you were blowing that sheep joke, haircut joke was blowing up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, like
Some good ideas on the chat.
yeah, and people were loving it.
Brandon, can you see it?
I think I took a screen capture. It was
Oh,
mostly
that's okay.
people.
You don't have to if it's work. You don't have to.
No. Oh, yeah. No, it was people just going like, sheep joke is good. Oh my God, the sheep joke. I love sheep. Sheeps are so cool. You're cool. Kind of like, okay. It was mostly me. You're blowing up. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. I know Andy Smith has children as well. Okay, so Andy Hendrickson, I thought it would be funny. Also, hi everyone. I'm excited to see you guys. I thought it would be funny.
I don't know where the camera is.
Hi, John. Okay, I thought it would be funny to say, or if someone got logged out of their Calm app. I think like how frustrating that would be.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And then I love that. I love that you can't say sushi.
Sushi.
That's so funny. I love that you didn't even acknowledge it.
I didn't even know I did it, so that's why I didn't acknowledge it. Sushi.
Sushi.
No, sushi by the seashore.
Sushi. And I thought.
Diagnose a speech impediment.
I'm glad this doesn't stay on the internet forever.
Me too. I know. I feel I had to do it last year, and it was like, damn, they were broadcasting it, and I was like, no, like stop the feed. And at the beginning of the show, the feed broke, and I was like, okay, this is probably best for everyone. Okay, so then I like the sushi joke, and I love that. Like, yeah, with sushi, there's the documentary Jiro Dreams of Sushi, but there's not like a deli documentary like Jared dreams of. But like, I don't want to know what Jared dreams of. But
Right,
like,
yeah.
Salami.
Yeah.
Like,
Cold cuts. Yeah.
yes, Jared dreams of. Well, it's a little more disturbing than that, where my head went.
Give that one to Adrian.
That's a different Jared.
Yeah. There's just the one Jared I know of.
Yeah, different Jared. That's Jared Dreams of Preschool. But anyway.
Oh my God. I don't even want to be seen laughing at that, but that's good. Okay. And then I love too your joke about giving up your plane seat. And I thought it could also be funny if you give up your plane seat and then you walk back and sit down, but then you end the story by being, well, thankfully, because you're such a nice guy, you're like, well, thankfully the plane crashed and everyone in Comfort Plus died.
Yeah. That could be something I thought.
Or a dream.
And almost between their knees.
And then Adrian, like so tight, so prepared. It was like,
Oh,
so
I
it was
thought
hard
the
to,
worst.
but then, yeah, and you know what you're doing.
It's weird that only Adrian got compliments from me. Top.
Hey, stop trying to
right?
steal the little bit of stuff I have going. Don't steal
I
it.
just like I just had one line where you say all dogs are beautiful, which is hilarious. And then you could say like, and all dog lovers are idiots. I don't know. It's maybe pedophilia. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I thought that was just great. I thought you guys did so good. Sorry that my notes took forever, but you guys were so funny. This was just so fun.
Oh, thank you so much
thank
for
you.
doing this, Andy. This was fantastic.
Nice to
Thank you
see you,
so
Andy.
much.
See you, Andy.
Andy Erickson was supposed to be here last year with these Andys. It was supposed to be the 3 Andy show. So we kind of did it, and I'm excited. And we actually here's the 4th Andy. Well, actually, the first Andy. This was the first Andy to do Crash and Burn in the 4th year. Can you get her up? Is she still there, Brandon?
Yay! Oh, I am the wrong orientation. Bucket.
We welcome all.
We were born that way.
No. Oh, I wish I was there. I have
I wish you were too.
I
There you are.
have I'm not gonna give many notes to Andy because they have my same name and I know for too weird. I did have one thing for Andy Hendrickson though. Your thing about sleeping, which I think ties into the pandemic a little bit, and I don't know if you can use this or not, but if you needed a way to segue and like you don't want to leave the house or something, and this is basically like just an idea, but I have been in quarantine with my now husband and child, and I've run out of people to get mad at. So now I just get mad at like my house. Like I'm like, I fucking hate this house, and I want to fucking burn this place down. Like I've just run out of people to be mad at, and which for some reason, like in the laziness of sleep, like when you talk about how it's less time to be awake,
Yeah.
that's what I thought of is like it's less time to just be essentially like angry at my surroundings just for
Right.
fucking being there,
Okay.
you know?
Actually, that's pretty much how I feel. So you nailed it.
Good. Like, oh my God, I almost get a divorce like every other fucking day. And I really do want to burn this fucking place down. I can't anymore. Anyway. And then I had some notes for Adrian on because it was funny. I don't think my daughter heard it, but if she did, I don't think she'd acknowledge it because she was going to sleep while the show was going on, and so you taught a 9-year-old what pegging is. And but
She had to find out at some point.
well, and this is why I'm giving you this note because when you were saying it at first, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna go over great at Catholic school, right? But once I thought about it, I think a good if you do get any groans on that joke, like I don't think you should abandon it or anything like that. I think you should keep going with it. And if you do get any groans on it, or maybe even wait for some, because I think that, and I'm not sure I'm wording this right, but the whole idea of pegging, I get it, but it's also a bit of feminism, because then you're sort of like teaching young girls that like you too can have a dick. You can do anything you want. You know, like there's no such thing as a glass ceiling anymore. You can get one like on Amazon. You can get it delivered for like $19, I think. Maybe price them out. Like I think you could keep going on that and not sort of like give up on it. And then the other note,
That's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
You could the other note was along the same lines, because the whole like the pedophile thing and the I don't have kids or whatever. I think one way to sort of turn that around in a different direction is think about all the different ways that, just like the pegging thing, like think about all the benefits that you like if you did have a kid, what would you want to teach them? Like you want to teach them like, you know, like, I follow pedophiles and I think because I want to be able to teach my kids, like when you see a guy, and you could even reference like Andy Woodhull's fucking sweater. You could say,
That's the only note you have for me, Andy?
yeah. You could say, like, you know, when you see a guy that has a sweater on like Andy Woodhull, you need to run away from that person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how to identify a predator? You know, like it's just
Where's his
some
mother's
red
hair?
flags. Yeah, you know, so things like that. And then when you started out with the airplane
Yeah.
stuff, and I don't know if you can use this or not, but this story, and I don't really do comedy anymore because my uterus got the last laugh. You know what I mean? But
I'm not taking your joke.
here's the story that maybe you could work in is that
Okay.
when you're on the plane and stuff. My husband recently took a flight to Texas, and he was in between, and there was a young white girl sitting on one side, a black girl sitting on the other side. And you know how when the plane comes down really hard and everybody kind of goes forward, he's left-handed, so just by nature he saved the black lady. You know, put his hand up so that she wouldn't fall forward. And the black lady freaked out and she was like, "Oh my God, you saved me!" And there was a white girl sitting right there. Like it was a fucking life-changing moment. And I think all the little weird things that could happen in a scenario on the plane thing would be something that you could continue to make fun of. Because like I liked your style a lot, and it was super tight. And I think like the one thing that would like elevate it just a little bit is if you made some connection to like people who have children but don't necessarily like them but feel guilty for laughing at shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
just pull them in, because we don't feel cool anymore anyway. So we need some parallels. But those were my notes, and I love. I was telling somebody that I know where my Crash and Burn CDs are to this day. Like I could go downstairs in my desk drawer and get my Crash and Burn CDs from that week. And I have no fucking idea where my kid's birth certificate is.
Andy Smith, ladies and gentlemen, let her hear it. Thank you so much, Andy. I wish you were here with us. That's the three celebrities that actually were able to zoom in.
Wait,
What?
one more.
Tim Bedore decided to go. Tim Bedore, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 4 Andys and 2 Tims. How about that?
Hey,
man.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming in. Tim,
my pleasure.
You were 3? Is that right, or 2? You were right way at the beginning.
No. I don't even know. It was 2015.
You're gonna make me do math. I've had too much beer to do math.
6 beers ago.
Okay.
That was number 4.
Yeah. I'd like to weigh in on the pegging.
The pegging's a big hit.
Well, Catholic priests have been pegging altar boys for a long time, so
It's true.
there's got to be a connection there. Somehow. I just came in. I've been cleaning the house. A nephew's coming in a few minutes, so my wife made me clean. But then I heard Catholic and pegging. And so I thought we have to get some altar boys and lawsuits and stuff in there. That's the original peggers, something.
Thank you. You're right. Thank you.
So you didn't see any of the show, did you, Tim?
I did not.
You didn't-
No, I've been cleaning. I've been absolutely busy. And I just came in and I just heard pegging and Catholic, and I thought, they've been doing that for a long time.
Well, he's cleaning. You heard your party joke.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you actually been cleaning for guests, you've been playing something I like to call "We Don't Live Like This."
Yes. Why can't we just be honest about who we are, for God's sake?
You want to sit it since you didn't watch it? We got notes from a couple more notes from John DeBoer. Do you want to sit in? And if you hear anything that you want to add on, just shout in and add
Will
on.
do. Will
Okay.
do. How did it go, by the way? Are there crowds and everything is going swimmingly?
Yeah.
Come on, everybody applaud. Let Tim hear how many people are here. Look at that.
That's great.
This
That's
actually
terrific.
worked. I can't believe it was Lewis's idea. I go, that's not going to fucking work. And son of a bitch if it didn't.
Yeah, good.
John, finish the notes, John.
Okay, so we had I was at Andy Woodhall, and the line I have for the escape room, and I can't remember enough of the joke. But what I wrote down is, why wear a mask when I have and I have no idea how that relates to the escape room joke, because
handsome face.
There you go. That'll work. Like I said, because then you went on fire or campground in California, right? Or no, yeah, no, you're talking about the fires and trying to light a fire in the logs and all that.
Yeah.
So, or another way you could light a fire really easy in your camping is just to camp in California.
Very good.
Very funny.
Yeah, it's an
Very
immense.
frightening too.
All you need to start a fire in California is a tent.
Did you say something, Tim?
No, I said it's very frightening and very funny.
Okay, good.
And then axe, and you went a way of having an axe and these luxury goods, and I guess my natural inclination was just axe. Yeah, right there next to the duct tape and
shovel.
And the shovel. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Quick lime.
No wonder I could never get the job done.
I've already been called a pedophile because of how I'm dressed. I'm not going to be a murderer too. I get the kids
That's
home.
my last note, but
He's
we'll
the
get there.
nicest guy on
I
the
know,
show,
I
and look
know.
what he's getting. But it's always the one you don't suspect, isn't it?
I loved going into your dog's dream, and then
thank you.
And then you started shaking your leg in real life. And the billboard around the corner. So yeah, how's it go again? What's the line? What's the billboard say?
Retirement's right around the corner, and so am I.
And so am I. And then, but you didn't say it in this joke, but the implication was that kind of scared you, or that it was scary.
Oh yeah.
And there's an opportunity of a callback, is that no, I'm jealous of the guy who made
Oh
the
yeah, he
billboard.
seems like he's got a good life. He's on a billboard.
and so yeah, you got jealous. And then yes, this is not new to the audience or to anyone here tonight. But then when you said my mom's, my hair's cut like my mom's, and my note was she also has the same sweater.
Your
mom's a pedophile.
My mom would never wear this sweater because I bought it at a store, and she knits her own sweaters.
Which and even that, it's a cool sweater. It's not. It would have been whatever you were wearing.
You know, I really look up to Andy Smith.
And then I had a blank page.
That was for my set.
And then
that's when you got the chicken salad.
No, I got. Oh, yeah, that is no. I forgot to do this. And so so Andy, Halloween anniversary. There, I was just starting to. I was just following the premise, and I never came up with a moment joke. The moment joke.
Yeah.
The moment joke. We're doing the moments, and then at the end, you're just like, that needs to work or whatever. And my thought was, maybe that'll work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's good.
that's nice.
It's definitely a saver if it bombs, which it will.
Let's see. Column thing at it. Sushi school. Yeah, the sushi school and the sushi joke thing about some guy somehow killed somebody with a California roll made with mock crab, or he's sick of making California rolls in the minor leagues or something. Because that seems what's always at the grocery store. Sushi it's already cooked. Half the shit's already cooked. It's already the shrimp or the California roll, which is it's fake sushi. So going to the big leagues, something to the extent of you wouldn't have to do California rolls anymore with mock crab.
Yeah. Okay.
And a comedian can find the funny in that, like you. So I'll just throw the note out. And then just 3 tases, and just a line came through my head, which is, we can tase for days. And I don't know if that's funny or not.
Okay.
And then for the appliances.
Yeah.
The appliances and your mom was showing her appliances, but you could actually even get out the family scrapbook and go back into history and just say, this is your great great grandfather's hand push mower.
Right.
or this is your great 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 grandfather. I don't know.
Plow.
Whatever. Yeah, plow or all the shit.
Horse harness.
The original Amanda Rader.
You out of here. Thank you so much for coming out.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks for
guys.
coming out.
Oh, we had a lot of fun. Thank you. Good night.
And that's what I got. That's what I got. Friend.
Thank you.
Adrian, you got a pegging joke?
And I don't have a pegging joke, and I also that's what I wrote down
Just my name.
for Adrian is just her name.
And because you were perfect.
Perfect.
And it's different comedy styles too. Because you guys are actually my hope. I'm like, God, if I get one tag for every 4 jokes, I'll feel like I'm doing good for me. Okay. And you guys did longer bits. And so I was able to stay with it longer because they were longer stories, and I could think about it and maybe not get lost by the time they move to something else and try to contribute. And yours are so short and quick
and tight and brilliant and funny.
My synopsis cannot fire fast enough for you to get halfway through the next joke before so
Cool.
yeah, I couldn't
Cool.
my brain doesn't work that fast.
Okay.
And it was tight in a different style of comedy, and all of them, these guys, I'm just at every one of them, I'm just like, bullshit, they've never tried this before. It's too tight.
John DeBoer, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it.
Comics
Come on.
I got to watch tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got we've already lost 2. Did you guys anything you guys wanted to throw in? Anybody? Did anybody have? Yeah, right here.
No.
But then you found out later you wrote it twice.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That's a good one.
Anyone else? Is that it? Yeah, right, Donald.
I go easy stuff. On the pegging, some people are going to get butt hurt over that joke. Smith said, teach women that there is a glass ceiling, but there's also a glass dildo.
Some people are gonna get butt hurt, and other people are gonna come.
You could do both. I think if you're doing it right.
That's good. Are we all done? Are we done?
think he had
Oh, you got one more done? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
So the tase, you're like, people love the tase so much. My friend uses it so much, he got recruited for federal law enforcement.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Is that it? You guys, thank you so much for doing
Thanks
this.
so much
You
for
guys,
coming out.
this is
Thank
it.
you.
This is the best audience we've ever had for doing the live writing session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Come back for To Crash and Burn 11. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, but are you letting everyone go? Or
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you guys sharing?
Do we want to still do it?
We can do it among ourselves.
okay.
Yeah, it's. I think everyone's kind of getting tired.
From half the people leaving so far is that people are ready to leave.
Yeah. Is anybody still watching on YouTube, Brandon? Oh shit.
See you guys. See you, YouTube.
Let's leave on top. Let's leave on top.
Thanks a lot, YouTube. We're glad you came in, and we hope to do something like this again very, very soon. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Great job, you guys. That was really entertaining.
Great job, you, Joe.